Hello again. I thought today we could talk about solar farms. Perhaps because I'm standing where one is due to be built, which will go, if you see, will take over all that field, and all the way down to the next village. There's some more behind me which I'll get to. Maybe I'll turn around now. Excuse the camera work. So all these hedges again, like going, and it goes all the way north past the next village. It's a 1,500 acre solar farm. So this little landscape, pretty much a farming landscape for thousands of years, will disappear under glass and steel. I wonder, is that a good idea? I mean, as ever, fact check me and put in the comments if I'm not a technical person, but yeah, 1,500 acres. That's not even a big solar farm in today's money. So yeah, they say that solar farms have biodiversity, but they do all seem to have huge fences around them, which would stop all wildlife corridors for hares and rabbits and deer and hedgehogs. And this one goes about 1.5 miles north of here, so 1.5 miles north of fence. That little woodland there, and there's one behind it, they're all due to go to make way for the solar farm. So yeah, solar, what do we make of it all? I read somewhere that they're only 10% efficient in this country. That's to say, if you had a 100 megawatt solar farm, it'd only average 10 megawatts, which doesn't seem much, but I guess they can only be 50% efficient at the best of times because they don't work at night when it's dark. And on days like today, which are fairly overcast, I'm not sure, maybe someone could tell me what kind of output they'll be giving when it's under cloud cover. I'm sure they give some solar. Oh, there's a little blackbird, I've been listening to him. Yeah, and then there's the batteries that only really last, they can only restore the solar electric for 15 minutes. So what power we do get from solar would have to be used on the day you create it. I mean, that just seems crazy. I also read somewhere that if you use a Chinese solar panel, which I guess they all are, because they're constructed using coal power stations, it takes 7 or 8 years to compensate for the carbon you've used just making the solar panel. And the solar panel only lasts 20 years before it needs replacing anyway and goes to landfill. It just doesn't seem to add up to me. There seems to be huge subsidies being thrown at solar companies, and that's the only reason these things are being built. We now have to pay them if there's no sun, or if there's too much sun, because having too much sun can cause a surge that can break the grid, so they have to turn them off. But yeah, what are your thoughts on solar? Is it the way forward? Am I missing something? They seem a very benign way of generating power on the face of it. Just put a solar panel, it soaks up the sun's energy, but I think there's more to it. The pollution from mining the rare metals, the Chinese slave labour, surely slave labour's enough. And I think this land grab by foreign companies to get their hands on the subsidies that the government's handing out, I don't think they're really interested in solar power, is driving this whole industrialisation of the countryside. The pylons, these solar panels, even wind pads. A bit of breeze today, so there's, I don't know if you can see in the distance, there are some wind turbines that are slowly going around. 2 are going around out of the 5, I think. It's about standard. I think someone said wind power's got 35% efficiency in this country. Anyway, you can double check my figures. But yeah, is it worth the tall fences, the loss of this landscape? I think they're paying the farmers £1,000 an acre per year to have their land. I'd say we're paying for it in our power bills. It just doesn't seem a very innovative way. Britain's supposed to be a very innovative country, and just paying mostly foreign companies to install Chinese solar panels on our land. It doesn't seem very innovative. There must be a better way. Surely we can think our way, a better way of producing the power we need. But yeah, there we go. Solar's coming here. 1,500 acres, and all this will go. I guess these hedges will go. The road will need to be widened to allow the HGVs to get in. all the way, everything you can see, all the way to a mile and a half north will soon be mist and glass, which I think is very sad and doesn't really solve a problem. Anyway, let me know what you think, and I'll see you soon. Okay, thank you for watching. Bye bye.